Hello Scorpio, welcome to your April 2019 general reading. Thanks for joining me. This is for Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Now we're getting into Aries season here, Scorpio, and for you, the energy that I'm picking up around you is one of joy, of delight. There's a sense around you of someone who's been through a lot but not letting it get you down anymore. From the Crystal Mandala, you've pulled the card of safe to be seen. Now, this is about an energy of there being safety in not only being seen, but a time to shine your light bright and fearless in the process. I get an old soul energy with this, and old souls know only too well that fear doesn't hesitate to destroy if given the chance. So you must not let fear do this to you. At this present time, Scorpio, you have a choice. Through the loving power of your forgiveness, you give yourself freedom from past pain, even pain from other lifetimes that may not be entirely clear to you, and the opportunity to begin afresh with fearless, vibrant, loving truth. The Oracle comes to you with the message that it is safe to be seen. It also brings you guidance that you've already had these experiences in the past and you don't need to continue to have them. There's an energy here of deciding that no matter what, you shall remain in the truth of your inner light. Deciding that you'll continue to serve love by helping humanity as much as you can. And I also feel that as you serve love, love serves you. So you've developed strength in knowing your own truth. You have survived and healed yourself through situations that threaten this truth, and you're here. Now, you may have heard lies, you may have chosen to release them. There's trusting in the truth. Very much a feeling here of not being cast down. The love in you being stronger than fear, rejection, doubt, or resistance in any other. So I do like this energy very much. I feel like no matter how many times you've been blocked, denied, dismissed or abused in the past, it's finding your way back to the truth of your heart again and again. An indestructible kind of energy, which I love for you, Scorpio. From the Ganesha cards, you pulled the card of delight, so playing a part in this is humour. We're all born with the gift of laughter, and laughter is natural medicine. Helpful in many ways that you may not have realised or imagined. A simple laugh can help you feel better about yourself and the world around you. Perhaps if you're looking at situations too seriously, try to find the humour in it. It reminds you to stay centred on what is and to be grateful for what you have. Laughter can be a natural diversion and can help to break up stagnant energy. When you laugh, no other thoughts come to mind. So laughing may also induce physical changes in the body. And it can make you feel positive and better for hours afterwards. Gives you energy, dispelling stale, negative energy, and enabling you to see life from a higher perspective. So having those belly laughs, feeling healthier. You know, laughter really is the best medicine. So for you, it's laughing off the pain of the past. And I do feel that there's this energy around you of you, no matter how many times you may have felt knocked down, coming back stronger. And I get the sense here that it's you knowing that the power of love will see you through. So let's see where this goes here, Scorpio. I've already meditated on your energy, so let's cut these cards. And we'll get started on this reading. I have you as the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, so I feel like there's a take charge kind of energy around you. We'll start with the past, present energy, the near future, your advice or your best path to follow, what's happening around you, hopes and fears, the outcome, and we'll also take a look at your overall energy, or what this reading may be about. So let's take a look at your overall here, Scorpio. We've got the Five of Swords. So, you know, with those oracle messages, I feel like you have a lot to give. And I feel there's this energy around you of you being a bringer of truth. And although you've had past experiences where this was not always well received, it may have even resulted in some kind of abusive behavior towards you, maybe from those who were afraid of love. But you don't have to close off your truth. You know what you know. Now, you may have become reluctant to share it as freely as you have in the past, but you cannot forget your inner wisdom. That's what I think this Five of Swords is about for you. Not getting put into the trap here of acting as others behave towards you. Now, in the past, you've got the Six of Pentacles, so there is this energy around you, Scorpio, of kindness, generosity, very much a person who will give. So has there been some kind of person or someone around you, could have been a lover, a family member, a friend, who's taken advantage of that in the past? Your current energy is the King of Pentacles. So you seem to have a lot. You seem to have what you need to survive. There's stability around you. You're doing well when it comes to your money, your work. So you have a lot to give in terms of, you give of yourself, not only materially, of course, but that's how it's coming up here. Now, when it comes to the near future, you've got the Ten of Swords in reverse. I do like this energy because it's about forgiveness and acceptance. And I get a healing moment. A moment of healing where you don't have to hold on to this energy of the Five of Swords. Now, it's not to say that you have forgotten what's been done to you. It's just an energy of forgiveness so that you can move on from it. So it's not about forgetting what this person or these people may have done here. It's really just about healing yourself and the need to forgive this person or these people in order to heal. Still stings though, I feel that. Now, as your advice or your best path to follow, you've got the Nine of Pentacles. It's in reverse. So for you, as your energy there, it's about, if you haven't been taking care of your own needs, then you need to do so. I feel for you, it seems like you have enough, you have what you need, because of the King of Pentacles here is a very grounded, very stable energy, very practical energy. So you have what you need. You may even have luxury around you, a sense of comfort. So here it's about, if there's any kind of feeling of not having enough, then it's about checking in with yourself about what is it exactly that you're looking for. Now, around you, you have the Messenger of Air or the Knight of Swords. So there is some kind of movement, a rush kind of energy, fast moving. It may be you, it may be someone around you, a message of some kind, something that's coming through. Could be an air sign. Now, around your hopes and fears, you have the Star in reverse. So you're starting to feel like things are not going to get improve for you. They're not going to get better. So there's pessimism here. That's probably where this Nine of Pentacles in reverse comes in. Focusing on the past, focusing on what you don't have rather than what you do have. As your outcome, though, you have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, which tells me that things look good. Things look good, I feel, as long as you release and forgive and don't hold on to the feeling here of someone having used you or not treated you well. Perhaps taken advantage of your kindness, your generosity or support. So whoever this is, it seems to me that they have dimmed your light somewhat. That's the energy that I get. And the reading is about you not letting that affect you as much. For you, it's about regaining that joy, that delight, that your sense of humor, and not feeling, not being drawn into something here that diminishes you and prevents you from giving in the future as freely as you've given in the past. So let's get some clarifiers here for you, Scorpio. Let's start with that 5 of air right in the center of this reading. I want to clarify this reading starting from the center. We'll see if we can get some more information. But I feel that this is a lot to do with you realizing that you don't have to change, you shouldn't change. You don't have to change, and you don't have to allow anyone not treating you well or taking advantage of your the way that you are in the past to dim you or to dim your way of seeing the world. You don't have to do that, Scorpio. Whatever this person did, that's their own thing, and I feel very strongly that it's not really anything to do with you. It's more, it would be a real shame, I feel, for you to have this affect you in such a way where it affected how you have acted or how you've been in the past. So let's clarify this reading. We'll start with the center. With the 5 of Swords, we have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's become a struggle, a burden, carrying this around with you. Something somebody did to you after you were quite kind to them. Now, in the past, you've got the Judgment card with the 6 of Earth. So yeah, I do feel that there has been, in the past, a decision made to give to something, to support someone. Let's look at your current energy. We have the 8 of Wands in reverse. Alright. So here, when I see this attached to the Knight of Swords, it speaks to me of messages not getting through. So it may be that there's a blockage of communication, and when it comes to getting the message across to someone here or them to you, it just doesn't seem to meet. The arrows miss. The message doesn't get through. In the near future, you have Justice, which I love that, because it's a card of things being put right. But what I mean by that is put right in your mind. A sense that everything is back in balance. A sense that everything is how it should be. And it seems to be as a result of recognizing that you can't carry this burden around anymore and to drop that. It's become too much of a burden. So you have to forgive. I don't feel that there's really any choice here. In order to get this balance back in your life, to make things right, it's about you, but it's about you forgiving this person for whatever they did, and forgiving yourself as well for what came after, or for how you've been feeling about this. It was about a past decision to give to something or someone. You may have provided them with your monetary support. You may have provided them just with love, affection. It could be either way. It could be both. Now, as your advice or your best path to follow, you have the King of Wands. So as your energy there, I feel it's about you being confident in yourself, being very... I feel maintaining the true nature of you, Scorpio, which suggests that there's generosity, there's kindness, there's someone here who has a good sense of humour. Scorpio, the thing is, look at what you do have, not what you don't have. And I think you have a lot. And I don't mean by material things or even other people. I just mean within you as a person. Now, around you with the messenger of air, we have the Four of Swords. Okay. So with this one, again, I get the sense that there is isolation. So it may be that you want to communicate or you feel a need to communicate with someone here, but they're blocked off. They have not, I feel it's this air sign energy. They are not communicating with you, so there's a blockage here. Let's take a look at the Star in reverse. We've got the Three of Cups in reverse. So a feeling that you're not going to feel that sense of things are getting better, a reason to celebrate, happiness returning to your life. So I get mostly it's about pessimism. Feeling pessimistic after having given to something that you feel someone didn't treat you right, you gave to them, but unfortunately I feel like you came across somebody here who didn't appreciate that, but it's not really to do with you, it's more their own issues. And let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so your wheel will start turning when you let go of what no longer is of use to you or of value. Let's get another card. We also have Strength, so it's going to take fortitude, courage, bravery, but I feel that you can do it. The message with this is about getting to that point where you realize you don't have to keep struggling with this. You don't have to keep carrying around the burden or the weight of this. You seem to be carrying the bulk of the responsibility of this, and it's not really fair. It's not really something that you have to do, because we have justice in the near future, and it's linked to forgiveness, to acceptance, and to letting something go, a betrayal. I feel someone betrayed you, betrayed your trust, betrayed your kindness and support. And let's get one more card. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah. So here it's about a delay. It's delaying your future happiness, harmony, peace. So for you, the wheel will start turning when you can let this go, when you can accept that. Unfortunately, I get the sense that you've just come across somebody here who just didn't appreciate what you had to give, and that's unfortunate, but it happens to us all. And what I'm getting around this card of safe to be seen is you have many loving words to share and a higher consciousness to be. In your own way, in your own world, in your own relationships, you're a light bearer and a bringer of truth. Although you have had past experiences where this was not always well received, and I feel that this was the case here. It sometimes resulted in an abusive behaviour towards you from those who were afraid of love. And I feel that that's what you ran into here. Just someone who was not capable. But it's not about you falling prey here to closing yourself off from giving. You know what you know. I get this sense that you may have become reluctant to share or share as freely as you have in the past, but you cannot forget what you know, your inner wisdom. I feel this energy around you of bringing light, peace, love and guidance to others around that are also in need. You know, some will love you for that, others might not understand, or may even resist or attack in fear. But in truth, as long as you maintain who you are, your core strength, you can't be harmed. You always will be what you are, and no one can ever take that away from you. It's not possible. So no matter how many times you've been blocked, denied, dismissed or abused, you can find your way back to the truth of your heart again and again. So your soul has learned over time that your spirit is indestructible. It's learned that the truth of love is always there for you. I feel like there's just someone that you came across here that was in some kind of fear-based belief system. So you don't have to carry around this weight, this responsibility of this. It really is a simple matter here of just seeing the reality of the situation. I do get this feeling that you do want to, you somehow feel blocked from finding out message here, a message of healing, but I get that that's not really required. It's more about how you see yourself, the truth of you with this King of Wands, the truth of you, and recognizing what you have, appreciating what you have, and not being focused on what you feel you don't have. Because I feel anytime you get the Nine of Pentacles, it means that you have an awful lot. Even when it's in reverse, it still says that I feel that you have a lot. It's just that there's this sense, this focus has been on what you feel like there's something else that you needed, but you don't. So there's a blockage here, but I get that if you can release what is no longer serving you, what is no longer of any consequence or any value to you, if you can find the inner courage, the inner strength here to release that, then this blockage, this setback to your future harmony will disappear, and you'll get this joy back, this happiness, your sense of humor. You'll start feeling more like you again. So it's recognizing everything that you have. I mean, when I look at you here, you're in the upright and you're coming up as kings, which is great. So Scorpio, you know, you have a lot. You have a lot materially, you have a lot in spirit, you have a sense of humor, you're an old soul energy. So you know what you know. So when you're thinking about what this person has done, I want you to always think about what you do have as a person, what makes you you, and try not to fall into the trap here of just because someone you've run up against someone who's had a fear-based reaction to you, that you should stop giving. I mean, not to this person, but generally. I don't think this person is going to be receptive to you because they've got the issues of their own that they have to go through, but that's nothing to do with you. That's a completely separate issue for them. So let's get a wisdom of the Buddha for this reading. Scorpio. The main thing is you don't have to carry around this burden anymore. You can, with the 10 there, it tells me that it's ready to be dropped. You're ready to drop the burden. Same with the 10 of Swords in reverse. It's an ending. It's completing this out. And I feel that once you do, all of this pessimism will be gone. Let's have a look. What is the message here for Scorpio? What does Scorpio need to hear? Message for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to hear? Message for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to hear? Okay. We have the Master of Self. To conquer oneself is a greater task than conquering others. So let's take a look. We'll read the message with that one. Have mastery over delight and discontent. Do not allow yourself to be overcome by discontent. Subdue it as soon as it arises. So yeah, I was right with this Nine of Pentacles and the King of Earth down here. Don't worry about this discontent of you feeling like you don't have enough, because you do. You have a lot. So subdue that discontent. Also conquer fear and anxiety, especially as it relates to how another person has treated your kindness. Do not allow yourself to be overcome. Subdue them as soon as they arise. Endure cold and heat, hunger and thirst, wind and sun, and attacks by gadflies, mosquitoes and reptiles. Yeah, I feel like you've come under attack here by someone who really, well, of course, when we talk about gadflies, mosquitoes and reptiles here, it's people that are not worthy of you. Patiently endure wicked or malicious speech, and although they may be piercing, sharp, bitter or unpleasant, disagreeable, with the mind you can obtain insight into the hearts of other people. Through the cessation of passions, come to know, even in this life, the deliverance of the mind, the deliverance through wisdom. The essence of absolute knowledge, the body of joy, transcendence. Happiness comes with mastery over the feelings of the body and mind, transcending. So with this one, it's mastering yourself, not worrying about or trying to conquer another. It's mastery of self, how you feel about yourself. So don't worry about trying to reach out to this individual or why this person isn't communicating with you. It's for you, it's about yourself. And knowing that people around you, the thing is, especially when you're an old soul, Scorpio, which I feel like I'm talking to a Scorpio here who's an old soul. You know what you know, and you know, I feel deeply, that by giving love, by giving love freely, by being open to that, by having a lot, by being generous of heart and mind and even spirit here, that this is the way to go forward. So if there are people that you've come across in life that don't share the same views as you, these insects or reptiles, people who aren't on the same wavelength, then it's not up to you to carry around the burden of these people, to try to fix them or to try to get them to see your point of view. There's no point. They're on their own path and they need to learn in their own time. So your wheel is stopped here, but it's only because you're carrying around the weight of what you feel was unfair. But once you let that go, come through this with courage, with strength, stronger and wiser, and let go of what no longer works, getting rid of attachment here as well, any kind of attachment to this person, then you will be in a place where you will feel safe, secure. There'll be a return to laughter, joy and harmony. So the mastery of self, it's a big task. But I think the first step for you is one of acceptance, forgiveness, and release. Perhaps even looking at things from a more optimistic point of view, especially yourself. So I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio, and wish you the best. If you're interested in the love readings, please visit my page or my channel there. I have my April love and relationships readings up, so those are the in-depth ones. So please join me there if you're interested in finding out about your love and relationship issues. So wishing you the best with this, Scorpio. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. So thanking you very much, and I will speak to you again soon, Scorpio.